Dropping your daily carb limit from 20 grams, which is the typical amount that people do on a keto diet, all the way down to 10 grams or less is going to greatly help accelerate fat burning when you're doing keto, because those lower amount of carbohydrates are going to lead to your insulin levels being a lot lower, which is going to equal out to more fat burning. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and if you're new here, I welcome you too. So today I've got 5 different ways to help accelerate fat loss on keto. I've already gave you the first one, so let's go ahead and jump into number 2. For number 2, after you've been doing keto for about 3 to 5 weeks, you want to start lowering the fat intake, because in the beginning you do want the fat intake high to help drive ketosis and get your body used to burning fats for fuel. But when it's time to really start stripping away that extra weight on you that you're wanting to get off, you got to lower it down. Now everybody's different, but a good typical range to start at is if you're consuming 85 grams of fat or less. This is going to force your body to burn your own body fat for fuel instead of the fat that you're taking in externally from your food. But like I said, everybody's different. If you start feeling burnout and like you don't have no energy, raise the fat intake up just a little bit. And as far as the protein goes, the same rules apply. You want to try to be taking in more fat than protein. Number 3 is going to be a very important one, and that is combining intermittent fasting with keto. Now, there's 2 reasons for this, and number 1 is, for example, if you're doing the 16-8 fasting regimen where you have 8 hours of eating and 16 hours of fasting. Well, that's compared to, say, if you're having, 3 meals spread out through the day and maybe you're only getting 8 to 10 hours you're not eating, which is when you're sleeping, versus 16. There's a lot more potential to burn body fat during that time period. The second thing is that this is going to help you get even more fat adapted, because you've got that long period of time that you're going without eating. So during that time, your body's going to be burning fat for fuel already from what you're intaking from your food. But when it burns that out, then it's going to go straight to burning your body fat, and it's going to be doing that for a longer period of time. Number 4 is going to be exercise related. So whether you go to the gym or the track or whatever it is you do to work out, you want to try your best to focus on HIIT training. That stands for high intensity interval training. This is where you're doing really short bursts of real high intensity exercises. Sprints are the best thing that you can do for this. For example, just going and sprinting as hard as you can for 30 seconds and then cooling down and resting for 2 to 3 minutes and then doing it over again. You want to do that 4 to 5 times. This is going to give you a growth hormone boost, and it's also going to help keep any excess glucose burn up that you might be getting from your daily carb limit that you have now. That way you're burning fat for fuel and not glucose. Not to mention you're going to burn some fat anyways from just doing exercise in general. Number 5 is probably going to be the most upsetting one for most people, and that is, do not plan out your cheat days. Save them for special occasions like holidays and family get-togethers, because if you're planning out cheat days, say every week or 2 weeks, you're greatly hurting yourself, and especially if you're just starting out on keto, because when you're just starting out, your insulin levels are probably going to be a little higher and you're going to be a little more insulin resistant. And at that point, if you go and cheat that early, it's going to take you anywhere from 24 to 72 hours to get back into fat burning, versus someone that's been doing this for, months and months on end or a year or 2. Say they go and have a cheat day, every few weeks or once a month. Even though it could have some negative health effects in the long run, it's not going to really hurt them that bad up front. So just keep those days to Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Easter, special holidays like that, and times that you get together with your family, and you're going to be able to accelerate your fat loss on keto a lot better and get that stubborn weight off of you a lot quicker. So please consider doing at least one of the 5 things, if not all 5 of the things I just told you, and please hit that like button if you got some good value out of this video. But guys, keep it keto, keep it healthy, and I'll see y'all next week.